Hey Aries, welcome to your March 2025 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started like we always do and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I do want to announce that I still am running a sale, of course, on my personal readings. If you're interested in that, that link will be down below in the description. I plan to end the sale at the end of the month on February, so beginning of March, just depending on how things go. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here, Aries. You did pull the Three of Wands here in your challenge position. So one thing, I feel like this challenge is already playing out for you. I think it goes into the month of March. And I'm not saying like your challenge means all your problems are going to play out and it's still in March. I don't get that's necessarily the case, but I do feel with the Three of Wands, it is Sun in Aries. So there's a lot of things right now, Aries, I feel like you're re-identifying in your life. Mercury's retrograding in your sign this March. Venus is retrograding in your sign. And so when it comes to your values, your identity, your thought process, the way you communicate, the way you think and feel about yourself, who you want to be, and then Neptune comes in your sign at the end of the month, you're going through a huge identity shift. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing, I feel, for you. I feel Spirit really wants you to stay focused here. I know that's a lot easier said than done, but King of Swords says, King of Swords is your advice, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But as long as you stay focused here, oh yeah. As long as you stay focused and concentrated, I think you'll be all right. And we'll touch more on that here. But there is a lot here changing for you this month. I actually feel like there's a lot of big changes here. Big changes. We're going to go into the tarot here in a moment. Let's pull your oracle cards. You pulled this Virgo card. It says, I analyze. Yeah. And also, too, and there's a lot of changes happening in March. There's a lot of shifts happening in March. We have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And then we have a solar eclipse in your sign, Aries. So talk about if anybody's going through the biggest changes, it's Aries. I would say Aries, Pisces, and probably Virgo. But yeah, that lunar eclipse will be in Virgo, and I feel that is exactly why you pulled the Virgo card. Virgo is all about the practical side of the intellect, and it deals with the details of things. It deals with management, managing things here. There's a lot of things I see you cleaning out. Virgo is about cleaning out, purification. I see you cleaning out a lot because really what's happening here is with the Ten of Pentacles being your overall energy, there's a focus on stability and longevity, like what you're creating in the future, what you're striving for. I always say the Ten of Pentacles is legacy. It's what you sort of leave, when your time here is done on earth, right? It's like what you leave behind, what you create and what you build. And I see these things being of very much importance for you in the month of March. And we'll touch more on that here in a moment when we jump into your tarot. You pulled this new moon card. It says you and your loved ones are safe here. Yeah, and there could be some issues with home here. I pick up the Cancer archetype rules home. Mars is in Cancer for the rest of fucking March. And it's interesting because Mars will square. The only aspect Mars is making this month is the square to Chiron. And Mars in Cancer is actually in your fourth house of home. So when it comes to the foundation, the stability, your home, Ten of Pentacles is also the home. There's a big highlight and focus on those things here. And just, the roots that you're, the soil that you're planted in right now. Is it nourishing you? And is it allowing for you to grow healthy fruits or to grow just in general what it is that you want? Because ultimately what's going on all this month is the big shifts, changes here in regards to your identity and a lot of growth that is happening behind the scenes. But Mars being in Cancer in your fourth, yeah, you could feel definitely emotionally uprooted, right? With Mars being in your fourth house, trying to figure things out with your home, things that you're dealing with in your personal life, internal struggles. And then square Chiron and Aries. Chiron's in your sign, so it's like, fuck. It's like it's definitely affecting your sense of direction here. And you may be a little bit at a crossroads, Aries. I'm going to keep it real. You pulled this snake card. It says shedding. Yeah, you can't make this up. I mean, eclipses bring transformation. And so you're transmuting a lot of energy here, and you're shedding your skin and being reborn here. So let's jump into your reading. You have the Ten of Pentacles here for the overall energy. Yeah, and like I said, I think there's an emphasis here on home, your family, stability, and the legacy ultimately that you're trying to strive and prosper toward. So with your work, your career, because it's interesting because the 10th house, nothing can really come to fruition and be successful unless the 4th house, the roots, nourishing the roots, like it's like a tree, right? You nourish the roots, you produce healthy fruits. And so it all comes down to the roots here for you, Aries. So that you could be uprooted right now, you could be moving, or you could just be instability, shifts, changes. You have the 5 of Swords here in your current energy. I don't see this as really stopping you though. Like I don't think you can't really stop an Aries. You know, you're ruled by Mars, you're gonna move forward. And I think this 5 of Swords is you still full of ambition here. And I feel like you're willing to do whatever it is that you need to do here to get ahead. 5 of Swords is victory at all costs, winning at all costs here. So you're willing here to, it's almost in a way, it is what it is what I'm hearing. I feel like I hear Aries saying that, like it is what it is. It is what it is. And so it's like all these, instead of like dwelling on these things, I see you here just being like, okay, what's my next move? What's my next move? You have the 3 of Wands here in your challenge. And that's actually interesting because the 3 of Wands is actually, I feel you here. The 3 of Wands is Sun and Aries. And like I said, Aries, you're going through a lot of changes. The eclipse, Mercury and Venus retrograde in your sign. And the Neptune that comes into your sign at the end of the month. You're clearing out a lot here. And with Neptune coming into your sign, this is where your sense of identity and who you are, you're about to transcend spiritually in so many ways that like your identity is changing, but it's changing for the better. And there could be some, it could be difficult for you at this time. And the future may seem unclear with the 3 of Wands. But I sense here that Spirit's wanting you to remain self-determined. The King of Swords says everything's really mind over matter at this time. And so for you, it's like having to stay focused here and concentrated on your goals. King of Swords is not getting detracted and distracted by things. King of Swords has a goal. He's like, this is the goal. I don't give my time and attention to anything if it doesn't contribute to my purpose or my mission or whatever my objective is. And that's why the King of Swords can come across as cold, right? But in a way, I kind of feel like you're having to really be stoic and you can't really get caught up in those emotional whirlpools. It's like you're having to really stay focused, laser focused. You have the 10 of Swords here in the future position. Yeah, something's coming to an end here. And I think naturally all of us with these eclipses bring an end to some type of thing in our life, but it also helps redirect our path. So I think that's exactly what's happening here with this 10 of Swords. We'll see exactly what this is when we clarify, but there is like some sort of, ending here because you do have the Death card here in the outcome. And again, the Death card can represent an ego death. And it's your identity that's changing and you're shedding your skin and you're also being reborn at the same time. So there's definitely big changes here for you. But it's interesting, the Death card being in the outcome, it's more so that the sun is rising, not that the sun is setting. Right, so it's the rebirth, a new dawn, a new form of awareness here that you're starting to become conscious of in your life, new things that are happening, new directions that are going to be opening up for you, specifically at the end of March, but then going into April. You did pull the Knight of Cups here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. Yeah, there may be something here. I feel like this card that is connecting to you and your loved ones are safe. This New Moon and Cancer card that's here. I feel like you could be getting help here. So if you're wondering like if you're going to be alienated or isolated or if you're just going to be abandoned and left out in the cold, I don't think that's the case. I definitely feel like there's some type of help here for you. And I also pick up here as well that Knight of Cups could be new love that is happening for you or something to do with love. Even though Venus is retrograde, Mercury is retrograde, I don't know, for some of you, maybe it's bring back a past lover, or this could be like something about your relationship in general that you have right now could be changing here. But it seems positive to me with the Knight of Cups because the Knight of Cups is very romantic. We'll clarify and get more details. So let's go ahead and do that here. But I definitely do see your challenge here with the 3 of Wands. It's like waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you're kind of just waiting for this new beginning. It's like you're just waiting to be able to have that growth and that expansion again. And like trying to remind yourself that, that the future that you're wanting isn't far away. So let's see here. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles here for Aries for the overall energy here. And it's interesting too, because the 10 of Pentacles is Mercury in Virgo. and you pulled the Virgo card that says I analyze. The Ten of Pentacles, the reason why, by having a practical intellect and managing things correctly, categorizing things, just refining things, getting better, improving things, purifying things, perfecting things, ultimately that ends up in the long haul, at the end, the Ten of Pentacles creating some type of valuable legacy. So one of the messages here I get is like not to, don't forget about the big picture here in regards to what you're trying to create. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles here for the overall energy. You pull the Three of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands is all about self-determination and striving for a better future, while at the same time, you're waiting for things to happen as well. So I get here, your overall energy is just as there's like a whole new future I feel opening up for you. I mean, I'm telling you, all this energy that's happening in your sign, the solar eclipse, which is redirecting your path, which is what I feel this Three of Wands is. So a new path being identified here for you and clearing out of old things. So, and the Ten of Pentacles is a card of wealth. So I think you're destined for wealth. You're destined for at least prosperity. But there are changes here and certain moves that you have to make in the month of March. Clarify. Shit. Oh, damn, Aries. Clarify the Five of Swords in your current energy. You pull the Five of Wands here. Yep. I mean, you're just fucking frustrated. Five of Wands is, it could be drama, right? So there could be drama that you're putting up with, that you're done with, right? You're just done dealing with it. But Five of Wands too is just irritation, being aggravated, challenges, really testing who you are. Some of you, there's even drama with family members here. Clarify the Three of Wands in your challenge. You pulled the Knight of Cups here. And why the King of Swords as your advice? Because the Six of Wands here, man. Keep your eyes on the prize. King of Swords, Six of Wands, eyes on the prize here. Six of Wands is all about being confident and stepping really into your authority of who you really want to be and not holding back. I almost get to really express yourself in the month of March. Like, don't hold back. Because the Nine of Cups, the three of Wands in your challenge, like, okay, you have these big ideals and big goals here that you're striving for and all these big visions and dreams. But also at the same time, it's like your sense of identity is changing. So maybe there is a little bit of a block of confidence there. And that's what that Six of Wands is saying. Like, no, like, remain confident in what you're doing. King of Swords says stay focused, stay concentrated here. But the King of Swords, Six of Wands is also very strong leadership. So you have very strong leadership ability. And I think this is where it counts the most here. And rising above the challenges here with that Five of Wands, Five of Swords. And it's definitely difficult because it's almost in a way you're feeling like things aren't fair. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the future position for Aries. Some of y'all got haters. Five of Wands, Five of Swords. Don't let it get to you. King of Swords, Six of Wands. Don't let the hate, the low vibration, the negativity, and people trying to restrict you, don't let that happen. King of Swords, Six of Wands says, no, you need to keep moving forward, keep pushing the boundary here. Because there's so much growth and expansion coming for you, Aries. I don't even think you realize with Neptune coming into your sign. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the future. You pull the Ace of Cups here. I think this is actually good. You're putting something to rest here in March, and I feel it will be in a peaceful way. Like, it'll come with some type of emotional positivity here with the Ace of Cups. I'm gonna pull one more on this. You pull the Sun card. Yep. See, y'all just think I'd be saying shit. I know what I'd be saying. I'm telling you, there's something here that you'll be finally able to let go of. Ten of Swords, I always say in my videos, is the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? It's not until you realize, like, okay, maybe I need to like change some shit up or to break free from this cycle And I think the way you do this actually is through this some form of surrender and forgiveness. And you may be like Aries, like, oh yeah, like fuck that, yeah, right. But I feel like that is like really like your only way here with the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. It's like I totally see you being able to forgive maybe yourself or others or just the past, just being able to dissolve and let go of the rigid energetic cords that are keeping you stuck to the past. And Neptune will do that coming into your sign at the end of the month. Like Neptune dissolves boundaries, it dissolves rigidness. So your identity and who you want to be and going to the deepest level of your soul right now, you have all this energy that will help you do that. Clarify the Death card in the outcome, but I see you being happy with, I'm not saying that Ten of Swords isn't going to suck, but I think for the most part, it brings liberation, the Sun card, Ace of Cups, and happiness and peace and joy. So clarify the Death card in the outcome. You pull the Ten of Swords, boom, there it is again. So there's something definitely is ending here. And what specifically would this be here for Aries? Judgment here. The Judgment is the reawakening of purpose. And this may not make sense right now, but whenever eclipses come, they connect to the nodes, and the nodes actually represent fate and destiny. And even though the North Node is not in Aries anymore, we have the North Node in Pisces, but that eclipse is within the right amount of degrees for it to be considered a solar eclipse. So when it comes to your sense of self and how you identify as yourself, who you want to be, all of that's changing. And so I feel like you're letting go of a lot of these things here that have kept you stuck in some form of a rigid identity that is not really you. It's like, in a way, you're ready to transcend that and step into being more. And that's what I see here with this Death card, Ten of Swords, the Judgment on a higher spiritual level playing out. But the Judgment is the reawakening of purpose, or you can say the awakening of purpose, to where it's a new dawn. Specifically with the Death card, it represents some form of a new dawn. So by having to really surrender and let go of the old that is stopping you from really being who you want to be. Because the shedding process is happening with this Snake card, right? So you're already becoming a new person. It's just there could be these things that you're energetically connected to that need to be disconnected from. Clarify the Knight of Cups here. You have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I like this. One thing I see, one thing that you're unaware of that you need to be aware of is the North Node's in Pisces, and it kind of really reminds me of the Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups. He doesn't know what's really out in the unknown. And the Knight of Cups is connected to that, is like he doesn't know, but the Knight of Cups is a dreamer. So the ideals that he has, he allows himself to explore it because he's moving toward the emotional experience and the soulful experience that he feels pulled and called to. But it's the surrender aspect with the Eight of Cups, the Pisces surrender of letting go and trusting, having faith, and letting God also help you, because it's like you're being pulled towards something here. So it's like really opening up to those big dreams, big ideals, big visions here that you have, and try not to overanalyze things or let what you think reality is stop you. Yeah, there you go, because there's a lot to celebrate. You just saw that, right? So there we go, Aries. But I do see your dilemma here, because it's like, man, like you're really trying to open up to your big dreams that you have for yourself. And I feel like you're tired of waiting. And it's almost as if it's like you have the vision, you have the ideal in which you're wanting to strive toward, but it's almost in a way you're there's something about yourself. Maybe you wanting to be something else or become more and step outside of what you've been usually doing. And so right now it's like your identity and the way you identify with things are changing in a big way. And I think that's your challenge. And I think the advice here is to be confident in yourself, trust your process, Six of Wands, trust your journey, and stay focused. Now is not the time to get distracted or distracted. So that's what I got for you, Aries. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. And if you don't want to miss a video or miss a live, be sure to hit that notification button bell. Otherwise, than that, Aries, I will see you later.